just of what God's been doing in your life. Can you use your microphone right there? Look, just kind of listen to what God's been doing in this young man's life, and it's because of your prayers and this church. This man is now walking with the Lord.
Well, first of all, I've never really spoken in front of the crowd, so I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. I had, for about 2 years, I just woke up one day with anxiety and didn't really know what was going on, couldn't remember who I was, couldn't remember who I used to be, and it took going through probably one of the biggest breakdowns I've ever had in my life for about a week straight of not knowing what was going on with me, just crying and trying to figure things out, that I kind of realized that the Lord didn't want me to remember who I was, and that He wanted me to forget that person, and He was going to show me who He was ready for me to be and live by His will. And I went through smoking marijuana and cigarettes for numerous years, probably about 10 or more. And the Lord has blessed me and taken that all away from me because He knew it was what my heart desired. I actually was quit smoking marijuana to come to the Lord, because that's kind of what He was calling towards me. And then with my cigarettes, I was kind of a little nervous because it was my anxiety and everything else. And as my anxiety started to be taken by the Lord, I noticed that the more I continued to smoke my cigarettes, the anxiety was coming back. And one day I was driving home, and something was telling me, pull over and listen to the Lord, pull over and listen. So I got to where I was going, I stopped, and I just turned off everything, sat in complete silence, and it was probably one of the greatest and most blessing moments of my life that I've ever had, that I went into almost a meditation state, that I've never been able to relax my mind like that, and the Lord spoke to me and told me that I was grieving my Holy Spirit by continuing to try to live by my will and get over these things on my own. And He told me that I need to weep and do a cleanse, and those was what He spoke to me. And then all I could think about was how much I was weeping and cleansing my spirit and my soul, and that He was just here with me and blessing me out of His will, because I wasn't living up my will anymore. And it's just been a huge honor that I'm here in this church, and that I've been brought to Pastor Wally, who's been one of the most huge mentors in my life out of anybody. And I just thank him more than anything that I'm here with him. He's opened up my eyes to the Lord, and that I've been here with the Lord. And another one of my biggest supports is my girlfriend Brianna, who's been here with me through thick and thin, through my worst of days, and just been here to support me through all the ups and downs that I've had, being who I used to be, living in sin, and just the awful person that I was. And I love her so much for being here with me and supporting me. And I actually want to bring her up so everyone can see her. If it wasn't for the Lord, I've always talked about not wanting to get married. That wasn't me. This is not what I wanted to do. And since the Lord brought me into my life, He's changed me and sent me in a whole other direction of who He wants me to be. And this is who He sent to me. And I just want her to know that I want her to be here with me for the rest of my life, to support me and grow with me on our spiritual growth together. And I just want to ask her at this time, is she a marry me?
Thank you. I met with Gary this week.
He said he wanted